live, guys. Here we go again. All right. Are we live? Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let me see if I got comments now. All right. I'm not going to attempt to do comments. Let's see. Looking for live video YouTube. Okay, looking for live YouTube videos. It's still buffering. This is what happened before. I'm going to have to go look again and see if I'm definitely live because I can't see no comments. All right. Well, at least we're only making one card. It is a fun card, you guys. Let me turn this over here. I do got some updates. I got to go through the updates one more time in case you missed it, all right? All right. Here is the card we're making. I had to go cut everything again. I do know what I'm doing, believe it or not. It's just I'm trying to do something different. Where did my window sheet go? There it is. Don't want to lose the window sheet. All right. How is it looking, you guys? Let me go check out my YouTube channel. Hold on. All right. I guess it looks like it's live. I just can't see your comments. All right. We're going to proceed, all right? Yes. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for calling, Yoli. I thought your last name, the Martinez, I thought that was you, but I was like, well, what could I be? Yeah. All right. We're just going to go ahead and go on with the show, right? All right. So here is this week's host code. It's not a new host code, but it's going to go through probably another couple weeks. So use this host code for a small gift mid-August. All right, so here's the host code. I'm not going to do the classes this week. We're actually holding the classes, and I will explain a little bit more on that, all right? So there's this week's host code. You got a couple more weeks on that. This is the card sketch for number 336. This was posted on Monday on my website. This is also the printable that was posted in our newsletter. So that went out about 2:15 today. Check your newsletter. There's a bunch of information in there. So card sketch number 336. Let me show you this. This was the card sketch. And I want to ask you guys if something looks familiar. Because it should. All right. So here is the card sketch. Does it look familiar? Tell me. This was our card from last card class, number 49. It's the Super Double-Decker Burger. Yeah. This was actually the card sketch, number 336. And then this was the other one that I made for the template. Cute. Love this week's card sketch. So if you want the printable, remember these are only in my newsletter. So you'll get them about 2:15 on Wednesdays. Those newsletters go out. Plus with a whole bunch of other stuff. The sneak peek of the projects we're making along with the printable of the projects. If you're not subscribed to my newsletter, you really should be. You can get the printable tomorrow on my website starting about 7 a.m. And then shipping has been extended for another day today. So one more day for free shipping. There was a lot of, I guess, a lot of hesitation, or not really hesitation. What am I looking for? There was a lot of mishaps with the free shipping day yesterday. A lot of people couldn't place orders. It was slow. It was like crashing. So Stampin' Up was gracious enough to extend it, even though it's nobody's issue like your computer or my computer or Stampin' Up. It's something else. Stampin' Up did notify us and tell us that we are still having an issue, but it's just going to be a little bit slower. So be patient. Thank you for all your orders yesterday and today. Thank you for your patience. So one more day for shipping, and that ends tonight. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. Free shipping is on all orders of $75 or more. Okay, so it's been extended till today. That was only supposed to be yesterday. And then also during the free shipping day, which is today, you can earn your bonus day coupons. Remember, for every $50 you spend, you get a coupon code from Stampin' Up that comes to your email box. And then we're going to start cashing these coupons in the month of August. So remember, as soon as you place your order, you should be getting an email within instant. I'm assuming it's just within a few minutes. It should be coming into your email box. Check your spam and your junk folder. And then also with the $50 order, to get free shipping, you have to bump that up to $75, remember? And then also with your $50 order, you're also earning a token for my FSM club. So don't forget that. It's a lot of stuff happening today with the free shipping, earning bonus day coupons, and then also my FSM club. Also, the last, 8 days left to register for my retreat that will be happening October 3rd, 4th, and 5th. There is a lot of stuff, and I'm getting kind of nervous. I'm crunching the numbers, and I'm getting down to the nitty gritty here. So we are down to the last just about 2 months that I've got to design all the 10 cards for all the make and takes. And I'm going to be doing all the pillow gifts. Everybody's going to get 4 pillow gifts, 1 each day. And the pillow gifts aren't just a gift. I mean, I try to package them in a really cutesy way with Stampin' Up stuff, making little treat holders, little bags, boxes, little pockets, whatever. So it's giving you even more ideas when you leave the retreat on how to make little cute gift presentations. So you're going to be getting the 4 pillow gifts. You're going to get a swag bag filled with a bunch of goodies. You're also going to get buttons again this year. So we started buttons last year with your lanyard. So every time you complete your make and take, you're going to get a button to add to your lanyard, which you'll get your name tag and your lanyard when you check into the retreat. And then also we're going to have 4 presenters at this year's retreat. And one of them is my very own husband. So excited. He's going to hopefully demonstrate the legendary ride stamp set, which is a motorcycle, of course. So he's going to be demonstrating that. He's going to do a presentation with you guys. And then also during the presentations, I think the other 3 presenters will also have a make and take for you guys to make right along with them when they present. But the presenters are using all brand new holiday catalog items. So you'll get to see a sneak peek of the items being used at the retreat. And then speaking of holiday mini catalog, it has been live for us demonstrators to view, which it's already past due. It was supposed to go live at 3 o'clock Eastern. So for those of you that have stuck around and that are demonstrators, thank you so much. We have a little mishap today again. I'm just learning a new way to present my live stream. So I'm just learning the way it goes. All right. So thank you for your patience for that. So I say all this about the retreat is because I'm not going to be doing card classes for a little bit. And my Friday Fun Fold videos will be on pause as well. So we'll pick up card class number 50 after the retreat. So it'll be sometime in October. We'll pick up card class number 50 because I know you guys all love them. And I love doing the card classes. But right now I'm kind of, I'm really spread really thin because I got to do all the design work and package up all the make and takes. I do have 3 of my girls coming to the house in mid to late August to help me package up everything and get everything ready, which are my 3 presenters too. They're going to be presenting at the retreat. So they're coming in August to help me. But in the meantime, I got to design the cards and get everything cut. Richard's going to help me cut those. But then also a little side note on my husband. He has been working on our rental property. He's been having to, because our rental properties are vacant right now. So we're trying to get them back up on the market. So he's been renovating the properties. So he comes home from work and he goes right back to the houses to work on them. And then, so that means there's less time for him to help me cut for the card classes, which I was cutting the card classes on my own while he was doing that. But it got to be way too much, especially now that I need to focus more on the retreat stuff. And so I say all that because that's why I'm pulling back on the card classes and my Friday videos. But we will still be here Wednesday live at 3 o'clock in the glitter pit, all right? So please, if you guys are on the fence, Your retreat is going to be October 3rd, 4th, and 5th here in Michigan, and everybody leaves on the 6th. There is a registration button down below in the description box. You click that registration button, and the password is glitter24, all one word, all lowercase, and register. You have until next Thursday to register for this year's retreat. And the retreat, you are getting over $60 of value in your swag bag and your pillow gifts. That's not including all the 2 lunches that you're going to get on Friday and Saturday. Friday, we're going to serve pizza. And then Saturday, my husband is smoking a pork butt. So we're going to have pork sandwiches with all the fixins. So those are your 2 lunches this year for the retreat. It's going to be so yummy. And then also when you're staying at the hotel for the retreat, you're going to have breakfast, a hot breakfast, eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes, whatever. It's so awesome. So you're just walking distance away to the retreat, and you can come and hang out with us. Plus, I have so many that so many registered for the early bird registration. And let me tell you, you guys will be pleasantly surprised. We're going to have a great time, and I cannot tell you what it is. It's going to be a surprise, but I'm so excited. We have so many of you. So we have so many, in fact, that we have to split it up into 2 days. That's all I'm going to say about it. So I'm so excited. All right. So just remember, next Thursday is the last day to register for the retreat. You don't want to miss it. All right. Please, we want you to come. All right. Let me jump in and make this card with you before we get cut off again. My husband and I have an appointment at 5 o'clock. So, and it's like a 45-minute drive. So we got to get hustling. So this is the pop-up swing arm card. Isn't it awesome? I would say, don't you love it? That's all you want to do is just do that. But we're going to make the old olive version instead of the mossy meadow because I feel like you can see it a little bit better. So let me give you all the measurements of today's card. This is the one that I made without you guys. That I didn't know I wasn't live again. All right, so we're going to use the old olive. This piece is cut at 5.5 by 10, and we're going to score that together. Then another piece of old olive, which is cut at 3/4 by 3 1/4, and we're going to score that together. Then you're going to need 2 pieces of designer paper, and I'm using the Season of Green and Gold designer paper. And you need 2 if you're using designer paper, and I will show you. I did grab another piece of cardstock because the last time I did this live, just a few minutes ago, I didn't have a piece of cardstock to explain what I was talking about. So if you are using designer paper, you will need 2 pieces cut at 3 5/8 by 5 1/8. Okay, so 2 of those. And then a piece of Very Vanilla for the back of the card, which is cut at 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. And then I went ahead and cut out a piece of Very Vanilla in with the stylish shapes, the largest banner. Okay, but we're going to cut this down as we go. And then you're also going to need a window sheet. Now mine is cut at 1/4 inch by 3 1/4. And I think I'm going to be cutting that down shorter. But it's at least 1/4 inch wide. All right. So let's go ahead and grab our paper trimmer. We're going to score these 2 pieces. All right. So on the 10-inch side, remember this is 5.5 by 10. We're going to score this at 4, 5, 5, and 6. So super easy. 4, 5, and 6 along the 10-inch side. Okay? And then you're going to fold it like this. Did I score that right? Did I cut this right? Hold on, let me make sure this is cut at 10. I was in a hurry. Yes, that's 10 by 5.5. Yep. Okay, so 4, let me make sure, 4, 5, and 6. Yep, so that's right. All right, and we're going to score our arm. I'll come back to that here in a second. Let's score our arm. All right, so on the 3/4 side, remember this is 3/4 by 3 1/4. So on the 3 1/4 inch side, we're going to score this at 1/2 inch, 1 1/4, 1 1/4 and 2 1/2. 2 1/2. Somebody was like, does Richard have his cell phone on? Richard's got to be close to being home. We got to call Richard and tell Dawn's not live. Oh my gosh. Send out the SOS. All right, let's start with this arm. We're going to fold and burnish all our score lines. Oh, we got to cut the designer paper too. I got to show you that. And let me fold the card here. So fold our card base. We're going to fold it. I'll show you what it looks like when it's opened on the short side. This doesn't seem to be closing right. I don't know why. I don't know what I did. It's not folding right. Hold on. 4. Oh wait, 5 right here. It's got to be scored over just a little bit. Okay, so 4, 5. It's got to be a little bit more over. And 6. Right? Is that right? 6. Yep, that 6 is right. 5 was a little off. So I'm going to refold that here. Hold on a minute. It's just a little tiny bit, but yet it doesn't fold right on the edge. And I don't know how I could mess up 4, 5, and 6. That's pretty easy, right? All right. So 4, 5, and 6. Much better. All right. Now, this is the way the card's going to sit with this being the front. Okay, so you either have the M with looking inside the card or a W looking outside the card. But this is the front. Okay, so now we're going to grab our paper trimmer again. We're going to cut the front of the card from the left point to the bottom point. So you're going to line up that, I guess this would be the, well, looking at this right here would be the 4, 5, and 6, or it could be 4, 5, and 6. You know what I mean? Just take that first score line, line that left point up at the score line down to the bottom right point, right down here, and cut that at an angle. And you're going to keep this piece. All right? So this is going to go into the card like this. Okay? So that's going to make the front of your card. Isn't that cool looking? Even just like that. All right, so then we're going to take our designer paper. Now, this is what I want to share with you guys. So the reason you need 2, let me show you by cutting 1. So on one piece, you're going to cut from left to bottom right. And on the second piece, you're going to cut from the top right to the bottom left. So when I cut one piece here, from left to the bottom right, you can see that this piece is going to fit down here on this layer, right? But when I put this piece into the card, here, hold on a second, let me get this right. When I put this piece into this card here, this piece, when I cut it, does not match up with that. So the only way it's going to match is if I flip it over. And I don't want this side. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this side, but I want it to be matchy-matchy. Okay, so that's why you need 2. Now, if you use cardstock, this is not one of my pieces. So this is the piece I want for that. I'm just going to show you. If you use cardstock, remember this is the 3 3/4, no, sorry, 3 5/8 by 5 1/8. You're going to cut it left top point to bottom right point. And the only reason you're having to use 2 pieces of the designer paper is because it is double-sided. So you can see here, so now this will fit. And then this piece right here, see how this piece is going to go into here. And then you're just going to flip this piece over and that will fit. I have a sample that I'll show you at the end of the video that I use with the cardstock. So if you're using cardstock, you only need 1 piece cut at 3 5/8 by 5 1/8 because you can use both sides. See? But if you use the designer paper, since it's double-sided, you're going to use 2 pieces. So we already cut one from left to right. Now we're going to cut this one from right to left. Okay, so then this piece should fit onto my card, just like that. Okay, so then this is going to go into here. And then we have this piece here. Because I want it to be matchy-matchy, you know? Okay, so that's the reason we use 2 pieces. And I'll use these other diagonal cuts for something else. Okay? Is that it? I think that's it. All right, so let's go ahead and put our pieces together on our design, or put our designer pieces onto our old olive. Let me get the words out. All right, so we're going to put this here. And then this piece is going to go here, making sure this is the way the card, this piece, remember we cut it like this from the front. No, we cut it like this. No, wait. Which way did we cut it? Which way do we cut this? Like this. We cut the angle, right? Now we're going to put it into the card like this. So this is going to go on to here. I know, it's just like one little slip and it's like an opposite way. And then you're just like, what? What did she do? I know, it's very confusing sometimes. This paper crafting is not for wimps. I'm serious. Especially when you got to do 2 lives in one day. Oh my goodness. I'll get it figured out, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. All right, so now this is going to go into here. Now you can see how the card's coming together. Okay, so let's set this aside. Now we're going to go back to our mechanism. So, and I don't want to lose our window sheet. So let me put this on the vanilla. All right, so we're going to fold on, this is the 1/2 inch side right here. And then we got 1 1/4 and 2 1/2. So we're going to fold on the 1 1/4, and then we're going to fold this point down to that 1/2 inch score line. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but you're just going to kind of inch it. Now, mind you, you're folding 2 pieces at the same time. This is just going to give you the mechanism for the cute little fun pop out part. All right. So fold your piece like that and then burnish that. Really good. And then fold it the other way and then burnish that. You want that to kind of move like really smoothly. And the whole idea is to make this mechanism right here. So when you open it up, you can see that you have that mechanism. See how that's bending right here? You have that, and then you're going to fold it together just like that and then burnish that. That's the final way this mechanism should be going together, just like that. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead and put this into the card. Grab my card. All right, so now this is going to be the front. Remember, we haven't put our other piece on yet, so we're just working on the inside. So I'm going to take this end right here. This is your 2 1/2 inch score line right here. Let me move all this olive out of the way. So right here, and then you have your 1/2 inch on the bottom. See how it's folding under? So we're going to put adhesive on this 2 1/2 inch section right here where the score line for 2 1/2 is. Right there. And we're going to put this in the center on, so let's just say this is 4, 5, and 6 inch score line. We're going to take this adhesive part, we're going to put this right in the center up to that 6 inch score line. Right in the center. Just eyeball it. It doesn't have to be precise. And then fold that over. Okay? And then it's going to open up. See, this is what it's looking like now. Still got your, oh, and your mechanism part here has to be on the top. Okay, so make sure that's pointing up when you fold it. Right now you have your 1/2 inch piece right here. See this 1/2 inch score line right there? We're going to put adhesive right on that section right there. And you can use liquid glue if you want. I'm just using the Stampin' Seal because it's faster. And then close your card on itself. And then that's going to be your mechanism right there. See that? See how that opens and closes right there? Whoa. Okay. Enough for the side effects, right? All right, now we're going to take our window sheet. Remember, this is a 1/4 inch wide. And I'm going to take some glue dots. We're going to take a couple. I'm going to put them right, oh my, I'm almost done with my glue dots. Take a couple glue dots on this one end of the window sheet. Mine is starting out at 1/4 inch by 3 1/4. We're going to take our glue dot end right here, and we're going to put this right onto the V part right here. See that V part right there? That V right here. We're going to open up the card all the way open, and then also take your bone folder when you have it opened and burnish those ends so they lay flat. Okay, and then take your window sheet with your glue dots and put it right into that triangle. Don't want to have anything, let me take my snips, I want to cut this straight here. Don't want anything to go outside of that triangle. So butt it right up to that score line. I'll show you up close what that looks like. Okay, so it looks like that now. So you see it's right in that triangle area. All right, and now this is the most important part of this card. So when you close the card, this is what it's going to look like when you ship it, right, or mail it. You don't want this piece to be sticking out the top like it is. So I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to actually cut it off below the card. So then that's going to be enough clearance there to close the card. And then you can see how it's going to open, right? Ta-da! I love it. All right, now we're going to put this piece into the card on your this would be the 4-inch score line. Your first score line here. We're going to put adhesive on this 4-inch section right here where the 4-inch score line is. Put adhesive there. And then we're going to take this edge right here and butt that right up next to that score line. So that's going to adhere into the card. Okay, so, excuse me, that's how the card is going to look. Then you can see the arm pop out, right? Okay, so now we're going to seal these two pieces together. But I don't want to put adhesive way up because this is a 1/4 inch. I think it's a 1/4 inch of the tape runner. I don't want to go all the way up to the top. So I'm going to start a little bit below that and just take it down. And we're just going to seal these two angle pieces together. So that's going to be the front of my card. Okay? That's the card, you guys. Yay! All right, now let's stamp our little banner with my old olive. And I'm using the sophisticated sled. I'm going to have to take the sled off of the other cards so I can reuse it to show you how to put it on. We're going to use this greeting here. Let's decorate the season with happiness. And this is the largest banner from the Stylish Shapes. I'm going to stamp this greeting as far as I can over to the right. Okay? Because this I'm going to trim down because this won't fit into my card because it's going to stick up to the top. So we're definitely going to trim that down. Okay, so that's going to be my arm that's going to come out. And then we're going to take some liquid glue. We're going to put liquid glue on this window sheet. And window sheet with the liquid glue. With the liquid glue, it's going to give you some wiggle room. So I'm just going to put this right onto the window sheet. And then I'm going to run a test to make sure, yes, it's clearing the card at the top. See that? There's nothing sticking out. But my window sheet is sticking out on the end, so it's just a matter of just trimming that down a little bit more so it doesn't show. All right, now I'm just going to hold that in place because I do like that positioning of that window sheet in the greeting. Let me take off my... Let me use this one. This is the one I made with you guys earlier that you weren't a part of because I wasn't filming live. All right. Oh, man, this is demolishing my sled. Yikes. All right, so let me grab some more dimensionals. You're going to put your image, like I'm using the sled, right? So I'm going to put my dimensionals along the left-hand side back of my focal point of my layer here. And I'm going to have this layer, I'm going to have my card open first of all. And I'm going to put my sled and my skate so it covers up that mechanism. So this is really the only side that's actually going to get stuck over here. Okay, so make sure you're only putting dimensionals on the back side left. And then open up the card and then position that over top of that mechanism, but yet not covering up the greeting, right? That's a little too high. I'm gonna come down a little bit more here. Hold on. I want the arm to pop out, but I don't want it to be showing the mechanism. So it's only attaching on this side. So now when you open the card, all you see is the arm popping out. Ta-da! I love it, love it, love it so much. All right, let's stamp the back of our very vanilla piece that's going to get layered on the back. This is going to say, I hope your days are filled with fun and laughter. That's going to be on the back, right in the center. Put this on the back of our card so you have more place to sign. Stamp another image if you want. So cute. Okay, right there looks good. So there's the back of the card, and then here's the front, and it sits up so cute. Look at that. Now, they can see the mechanism when they flip it forward, but that's not the point. The point is you want it to be fun when they move it like this. Right? Ooh, I love it. All right. Now, let me show you all the other cute samples that we made, or that I made previous to this video here, so you guys get more inspiration of this really cute fun fold. All right, so here is the Potions and Spells. Now, this is the one that has the cardstock instead of the designer paper. So remember, when you're using the cardstock, all you need is just one piece of 3 5/8 by 5 1/8. And this one says, a little hocus pocus, happy Halloween. And this is using the peach pie with the pumpkin pie. I thought the pies went together really cute, so that's why I went with that. But you could also emboss this peach pie piece too. So that's what you're going to do when you use cardstock instead of the designer paper, all right? And then I made these two. Actually, this one is using the not Rich Raspberry, but the Blackberry Bliss with the To Market with the designer paper. And this says, time to celebrate with the Bistro Burger and the Super Double-Decker Burger. And then I made this one with my team in the same designer paper, but with the garden green. So cute. I love it. And then the last sample here is using the Country Birdhouse. I used the Country Woods designer paper with the petal pink, and this one says, hello friend. Now I'll have all these samples and the printable on my website at 7 a.m. tomorrow, so you be sure to check all these out up close and then get the printable too, all right? So there's all the samples. Don't you love it? And then here's the one with the Mossy Meadow. Same card as this one, but I did change it because I did make this one earlier when the live didn't go live. But I ran out of the designer paper. So I used this one today with you with the check, which I love that one too. But this is using the Mossy Meadow. All these colors of green are in that season of green and gold. You have the Mossy Meadow, Old Olive. It's so beautiful. That Christmas paper. Okay. All right, guys, I can't see your comments. I'm going to show you what my screen looks like, and I don't know if this is just the new way things are going to be when I'm going live this way, but let me show you without going out of here, hopefully. This is what my screen looks like with my comments, because I have my comments on,